Welcome back to the channel. I snaked you guys in the last one, I apologize, but today you guys can see all the damage here. So I got Josh here. What's up, man?
How's it going?
So what are we looking at here today?
Well, we've got a Cummins that came in for a no start situation. And then the customer noticed that there was a whole bunch of oil underneath the truck.
That's not good.
Yeah, no, so it came in on the tow truck and our lot techs noticed that there was a bunch of oil underneath the truck, so I went out there and crawled underneath it to see where I could find out where the oil was coming from, and there's a couple holes in the oil pan, and we've got a nice inspection hole inside of the block over here right behind the PCM. Earlier I pulled the oil pan off and I found damage to cylinder 3 and cylinder 4. Whole bunch of metal and rod caps and stuff laying in the bottom of the pan. Well, we literally just pulled the head off. And what we have now is cylinder 3 piston. You see all of these dimpled, round looking impressions in the piston? Those are from the valves.
It's not supposed to be like that.
No. And then that looks like something's pushed up from the bottom through the piston.
What?
Yeah. And then you've also got the same impressions in the top of the piston from valve contact.
Is that because it smashed up against the valve?
Yeah, that means that piston came up way too far in its bore and hit the bottom of the head.
Ooh.
I'll bet you if we pulled the front case apart on this, we'd also find damage to the gears.
Oh wow.
That kind of impact, yeah, that creates serious damage. That little piece right there that you see, that little chrome dimple, that's the tip of the injector.
Wow.
So I bet you if we were to look at the bottom of that head, the tip of the injector's damage broke off because it's sitting right there.
We know how expensive injectors are.
Yeah. Yeah, see?
Wow. Right there. That's insane.
It literally took the tip of it off. Wow.
So in the last video I didn't show you guys the hole. Oh my gosh. You can see it a lot better right now.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys can see it there. Oh wow, that is a big, dude, that's a huge hole.
And there's a connecting rod right there.
Yeah, I hope you guys can see right there. That is a big hole.
Here, let me get a pointer.
How big do you think that hole is? About 3 inches?
It's going down probably 4 or 5 inches and about 4 inches wide.
Wow.
But this right here is a connecting rod. That ain't supposed to be doing that.
Yeah. That is a big hole, guys. And then in the last video we showed this was bent too, right here.
Yeah, we got one push rod. That was cylinder 3. That was cylinder 3 intake. That's another cool thing. Because I lay them out like that, I can count them down and find out exactly which one came from which spot on the engine.
Yeah, things happen, guys. You know, hey, Cummins is still one of the best engines on the market, but you're gonna have failures every once in a while, you know?
Yeah. You know, it could have been a number of things that caused it.
Yeah.
I'll never know exactly what caused this failure, and I'm sure that when the engineers get this block back, because they will call for this block back and it'll go for a full teardown. I'm sure they'll be able to guess what caused it.
How many hours are you in on this right now?
10.
10, okay. Okay.
But that was, you know, actual work hours on this. You know, we've got maybe 6.
Okay.
The rest of it's been, not all of it, but paperwork and dealing with the engineering department and all that stuff. So all of that takes time.
Yeah.
But getting the cab off, you know, we're talking 2.5 hours.
Okay.
Getting down to this point right here, we're talking 1.5 hours, whatever.
Yeah, because you have to remove the heads. And then this is the block here.
Yep.
Got you.
Yeah, and we just pull the whole cooling package and intake package off as one. Makes it a lot easier than taking all of that crap off.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. So Josh, what's your process from this point on, now that you've already got it in there?
now that I've got it to this point, you know, earlier I lifted up the engine before I pulled the head and removed the oil pan, because the engineering department's going to want to see what the oil pan looks like, if there's any debris in the oil pan, whatever. So we found a lot of debris in the oil pan. We also found a connecting rod cap laying in the bottom of the oil pan.
In the oil pan?
Yeah.
It got in there somehow.
No, the bolts broke and it just fell right off and sits in the bottom of the pan. So I took all them pictures and the videos that I have to take. Now I'll take pictures and videos of the damage to the block and the pistons, and then also the bottom of the head.
Yeah.
Send all of that back to our engineering team, and they'll make the determination that a whole long block is going to be the only repair. We can't just do a short block because there's damage to the head.
Gotcha.
And then as soon as we get that okay, they'll unrestrict that part for me. I can order up a complete engine, and we just wait until the complete engine gets here and then pull this one out, put that one in.
Does it take about a couple weeks to get here for the new engine?
It totally depends.
Oh, okay.
I've seen cases where it's taken months to get an engine, and I've also seen cases where they've literally gone to the production line, pulled an engine off the production line, put it on a truck and get it here.
Okay.
So either way, it could be quick, it could be rather expensive.
Okay. Nice. Thank you, brother. This is good stuff right here, man.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously.
Anytime, anytime.
And that oil is nice and clean. I'm actually happy that I snaked you guys, because we're probably not going to get any updates for a couple weeks. The reason being is this is a very rare failure, because normally it happens just to one cylinder, but as you guys saw, 2 of the cylinders had damage. You guys saw the imprint of those valves on the piston. So very crazy how this happened. It does suck for some people who spend 100 grand on a truck and then this happens. I know people get upset with me about getting political, and I don't really care. It's just my opinion. If you don't like it, my goodness, like, grow a set. My goodness, people are weak these days. I feel bad for some of the kids growing up. They have weak dads, and yeah. With that being said, yes, you guys saw where one of the injectors actually got damaged, and then you guys saw the imprints of the valves on 2 cylinders. So Josh thinks that because this is kind of a rare occurrence that this happened, they needed more documentation and more pictures, so that's what's pretty much holding up this repair. So the goal here was to get enough footage for a couple weeks until everything got approved, and then the new engine would get there, and then from there I can show you guys the process for that. But it's pretty much holding this up. Now, if you have a Cummins, I'm just going to say this now, do not feel like you have to go sell your truck, and don't think that Ram trucks are bad. This is not happening every week. I mean, this is really the only truck I've seen within like the last month or so. The first truck you guys saw, that had the lash adjusters had an issue. Was that what it, actually, hold on. Yeah, I think, yeah, it was the what do you call it? I'm not really mechanically inclined, but yeah, it was the lifters. There it is. Could not come, but yeah, it was the lifters that had an issue. And I will be doing a video with Josh on his channel on ways you can bulletproof your 5th gen Ram HD truck. And those trucks have the hydraulic lash adjuster. So there's a few things that you guys can do to make sure you don't have any failures down the road. Especially if you are having to replace an engine, there are some things you can just do right away. That way you can just have it more bulletproof. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this content. I really like getting this type of content. It's been really hard to film this because, as I've said in the past, master techs are like engineers. They don't like to talk on camera, and some shops don't really want me back there anyways. But my camera just froze there. I gotta stop using these cheap knockoff Amazon memory cards. My camera writes so fast that it just stops recording. With that being said, I'm going to help Josh get a channel started. Be sure to subscribe to his channel. He goes into really deep dives, and I think that a lot of people like that, and I think it would be better for him to just to have his channel to give that information, and I can just piggyback off of it because he's going to have good content. I'm serious when I say this. some things he's going to be talking about are going to probably be things that you guys have been asking me to do, and I just don't really know how to explain it, but he can't. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe to my channel as well. Hit up Josh's. It's in the title of this video. I'm going to put it there. It's going to be truck stuff. You click on it to subscribe to him, and you'll start seeing some content in the near future for sure. Peace.